What's up, girls? So first, I'm sorry about the lack of uploads. As you know, it is summertime, okay? And much like the rest of Los Angeles, I don't have central AC. So I just can't not record during the day because it's hot. And I'm not gonna turn off my AC unit because I don't want to have a heat stroke, suffer a heat stroke. Anyway, so long story short, it's hot. Sorry. And I've been playing like a lot of Pokemon Go lately, which is a separate situation. But let's just go ahead and talk about it. You know why the fuck we're here, okay? So a little bit of a backstory, because why not give a backstory? I had bought, because I was really excited for Barbie, right? So I had bought tickets for Friday, like release day Friday. I guess technically release day is Thursday, but Friday, and for like 10 a.m. Right? I spent like an hour because my OCD is just ridiculous. So I spent like an hour, like, okay, well, do I want to sit? If there's not a middle seat, so okay, if I go to the left, will I be able to see? Do I need the IMAX? Do I need Dolby, what is it, Dolby Atmos? Or is it going to be better if I just do, laser? What is laser? Is this like the standard, like do I want to go to the one over here? Do I want to go to the one over here? Do I want to go at 10? Is that going to be too early? Do I want to go at 12? Is that going to be too late? I'm going to hit traffic, right? So I spent like an hour buying these tickets. And then I finally decided and I bought them. And then my friend texted me like literally a couple of days later, like, hey, we're going to Barbie. Well, she called me actually. She was like, hey, we're getting tickets. She's like, we're doing the double feature. She's like, we're going to do Oppenheimer in the morning and then go to brunch and then do Barbie in the afternoon. And I said, immediately yes. Okay, immediately yes. So I had no interest in seeing Oppenheimer. Like, I didn't realize it was like a movie coming out until like a couple weeks ago. And like, why would I go watch a movie about atomic bombs? It was like obviously a devastating time, and so it was kind of weird that they're like making a movie out of it. But I'll get to that in the review. So it's like I'm not gonna go watch that. I don't like movies anyway. Like, I don't like movies. I don't go to the movies. Only time I really go is like if somebody wants to go like on a date, or there's a movie I really, really, really want to see. Okay. And Barbie was that movie just because. I'll explain later. So long story short, I spent all the time buying a ticket, only to later my friend be like, hey, this is actually what we're doing. Okay, so Monday rolls around. Sorry, my bad. Monday rolls around and we go to see Oppenheimer at 10:30. Okay, and then like as I'm on the way to the theater, as if it's Broadway, as I'm on the way to AMC, my friend, I guess he had sent me the ticket, and obviously I was driving, so I didn't look at it. So when I parked, I looked at the ticket and it said 3 hours, and I texted him back and I said 3 hours. He was like, yeah. I said, oh my goodness, like I said, I don't watch movies, really, and I didn't want to see this movie. So the fact that it was 3 hours and it was 10:30 a.m. and I knew I was going to be, tired because I went to bed like at 3 or 4 the night before. And then secondly, it's like, okay, so I think I've said before, but I'm a teacher. I teach. I'm gonna say it. So like I'm on summer break, but I'm like the rest of you. I'm like, what happened to jobs? Why is nobody at work? Why is everybody available to go to the movies at 10 a.m. on a Monday? Anyway, so I'm like, oh my god, I took this 3-hour movie, right? But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna allow myself to fall asleep because I don't want to see it that bad anyway. but I also already paid $20, so I'm like, I could sleep at home for free. So why would I? Well, it's not free, it's, $2,000 a month. But, so anyway, we get to Oppenheimer. It's in the IMAX. I'm like, okay. I didn't watch any previews or anything, so I gotta know what to expect. I just know that it was the man responsible for building the atomic bomb. So based on like the posters and stuff, like the billboards, I thought it was just gonna essentially be like like the life of a mad scientist, and they're like showing him like building the bomb and coming up with it and yada yada. I didn't realize we were like getting all the way down to like Japan. Like I didn't know that was going to be happening, so that was like a lot. Because I already didn't want to see it, because I'm like, I don't want to. This man built an atomic bomb. Like I'm okay. Like that's not, And so then when I realized, like, oh shit, like this is actually about like the atomic bomb. Like this is a real story. So let's just dive into it. So the movie, it opens up doing something, I don't know. It opens up with Nicole Kidman, really. And then within the movie starts, it's like black and white. I think it's, so let me tell you something. This movie, I'm gonna just get to it. The movie was 3 hours long, okay? There were time jumps, okay? It's already about history, and I'm intelligent. I understand history, but it was too much at 10:30 in the morning. Okay, so the cool thing is I'm currently taking astronomy. It's a long story, which I'll talk to you about later. And actually, I recorded a video of me doing my astronomy homework. I just haven't made the thumbnail yet, so I haven't posted it. Sorry. So I wonder, like, if in that video there's any connections. Anyway, so I'm taking astronomy, and I'm thinking, okay, cute planets, but no, girl, it's all about stars. So the whole chapter is on the sun and the rest of the stars in the galaxy. And so I'm learning about stars and like the end of the life of a star. They can turn into a white dwarf, and they can grow, and then after that they can grow into like a supernova and explode, or they can turn into, or they can just a nova every now and then, or they can just dwindle on until they disappear, all based on the mass. And so it's talking about that, black holes, and I'll talk about neutrons, electrons, protons, photons, electromagnetic spectrums, child. X-ray, visible ray, infrared, it goes deep. I'm learning about Isaac Newton all over again, Albert Einstein, Copernicus, everybody. So I say all that to say, I'm sorry for rambling. So when I make these videos, I make them, for those of you who listen. Obviously, that doesn't make sense, but so I'm going on a tangent because I'm telling you about my day and my thought process. Not so much a movie review, but about a review of me watching the movie. And I'm gonna with that. I may have indulged in some como se dice, lechuga, and some lettuce before this, so that my brain's all over the place. Anyway, I say all that to say, when they were talking about building the bomb, that part was oh my god, bitch, I understand what they're talking about. I was oh yes, I know the difference between fusion and fission, splitting atoms. This it was so it was because making an atomic bomb is kind of making a star, in a vacuum. So that was kind of cool because I could follow along with that. And then I spent about 45 minutes trying to decide if that man was Robert Downey Jr. or not. It was. I fell asleep, and I would wake back up, and I'll fall asleep again, and I would wake back up. I fell asleep about 2 or 3 or 4 times, but I didn't sleep for more than 10, 20 minutes. The problem with that is, between the time that I fell asleep and woke up, there was he went through 4 women. And and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. Like, I went to sleep and he was with one girl. I went to sleep and then he was with somebody's wife. And then I woke up and next thing you know, the main girl is now the side chick to the wife. I'm like, what? And the wife apparently, I found that at the end of the movie, wasn't even the lady I thought she was. So when I went to sleep, he was having an affair with the horse lady. And then when I woke up, I guess his wife was his actual, like, I was confused about the people. I didn't realize that Albert Einstein was so recent. If you'd have told me 1600s, I'd have said yeah. If you'd have told me 1700s, I said yes. 1800s, I'm like, oh, that's too late. So when I saw 1900s, Einstein is kicking around, like, this is crazy. Which is funny because in my astronomy class, so the assignment, not the helicopter, the assignment was due at midnight, like Monday night, like 11:59 p.m. on Monday, right? And I had not finished it yet. And the part that I hadn't finished was on Einstein's theory of relativity. So it was like, oh, bitch, if I would have just read, if I would have did my homework on time, I would have known. But literally, I did my homework last night at like 10 p.m. So after I saw the movie, I was like, thanks, but no thanks. So Einstein was there. I didn't see that coming. And then there were, it was the 1900s. It was the 20s, 30s, and 40s. So that being said, it was only white men, and they had a lot of similar haircuts. And I could not tell you who was who. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't tell who was good, who was bad. I didn't know who was like, is this person, or is this person, this person? Is this his brother, or is it like, it was so confusing. But then it got good. Bitch, it got good, yeah. So they were building the bomb. I hated how those sound would come after the flashes, which I thought was cool because it's like accurate. Like if you were to watch like most like TV shows and stuff, they would show the sound happening at the same time. So that was cool, but it was jumpy. And it was interesting, his whole like moral dilemma, like, well, yeah, girl, yeah, I'm helping y'all build the bomb, but don't use it. Yeah, I'm like, and the thing is, it was just so annoying because it's one thing to like, because I get like wanting to build something, wanting to see if it works, wanting to see like if it's a possibility, right? Like as a scientist, but if they tell you, hey girl, we're not doing that, we're having you build it porque we want to bomb, we want to use it on people, okay? And I think, I hate to say it, but like with Germany, it wasn't a hard sell, the Holocaust, it's like, well girl, Hitler's got to go one way or another, but it's also like, no, because no. And so, and then there was like the whole thing, like, it's basically the, it's you or me, like, it's them or us. So I thought it was very interesting. I think it was very, like, intentionally, like, thought-provoking, I guess. Like, it made me, like, everything's not so black and white, But it was, nonetheless, it was annoying that he, I kept working on it and then was like, bro, I don't really want y'all to use it, please. But I'm gonna keep doing it. And I know you're saying you're gonna use it. And I know you keep telling me, yeah, you're gonna use it. But I'm gonna keep making it, but please don't use it, okay, please? pretty please. And so I was like, girl. So it's I can see how people think he's a hero. I can see how people think he's a villain. So I thought that was interesting. I thought like the cinematography itself was nice. It was like shot well. It had, good like transitions, and the score was intense. Like, I'm like, oh bitch, I feel this in my chest. And it, it had the booms and everything. I'm glad they did not show the bombings in Japan. So that kind of made it more, but it's like, should they have? Like, should they have been like, you know what, bitch? Yes, he did all this, and this is the result. These are the, they did say a lot of the statistics and data, which was good, but I feel like it would have been too much to show them dropping it on actual people. So I thought it was I thought it was a good movie. But let me tell you, I'm gonna be all the way honest. Like I said in the beginning, it's 3 hours. It was confusing. It was kind of a drag. Like, not in the sense like, oh my god, I'm so bored, but then like, girl, this is a lot of brain power. It's dark in here. Thankfully, we weren't in the recliners. Well, really not thankfully, because I was gonna go to sleep anyway. Not the point. It was a lot, and I was like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, I did technically, but it's like, when I wanted to go to the movies initially, I was going to go see Barbie. So I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell. So yeah, I fell asleep a couple times, and then about like halfway through, one of my friends gets up to walk out. I was like, thank God, because I was going to do it too. So I walked out. I'm like, I need some kind of caffeine. So I went to the bathroom. I got me a nice, it's right here. What is it? It's right here. A Gold Peak unsweetened tea. And I got me some Impossible nuggets. I wanted the popcorn, but the popcorn was the same price as the nuggets. I'm like, well, why am I going to get a bucket of popped corn when I can get some little nuggies? And then I went back inside, for shift number 2. Because I'm like, but after that, I was good. After I got my food, my tea, it's like, okay, yes, I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I enjoyed it. Okay, right? But I wanted fun. I wanted pure, innocent fun. Okay? I wanted something that was going to be fun. Alright, bitch. I'm going to say I just wanted a good, fun, loud, gay time with like colors and comedy. Okay? I'm like, okay, that was heavy. It was a lot. It was a lot of brain power. Take me to Barbie. Okay? So we went. So we did a split up, because that movie was, started at 10:30, so it was over about 7:30 p.m. And then Barbie, no, I'm kidding. No, it was 3 hours, so it was like over, whatever time. And then Barbie didn't start till 5. And so a couple of us had dogs, so like I went home and took my child out, gave her a little bit of love, and then drove right back to the theater. And it's in a mall, so we went to a restaurante, because they had like a Barbie thing, right? So they had like pink hummus, they had rosé with like glitter inside, which I got a couple of those, and the pink hummus, and they had like, what the fuck was it? They had like waffles with like pink whipped cream, and they had like pink latte and like a pink shake, right? So it was cute. So we did, and then also everybody did an outfit change, which I thought was also cute. So they all like, I wasn't all the way in on it. They told me they were doing it, but I'm like, girl, I'm not doing that. So they all wore like black for Oppenheimer, and then everybody changed into the pink for Barbie. And so I got scolded for not wearing, black. And my friend was like, you're not wearing that to Barbie. She was like, so when you go home, you need to change. She's like, don't come back in. So I came back home and I changed into something fluorescent pink and blue. So, okay, bitch, I'm like, all right, I'm here. So we ate. The restaurant, the service was basura, pero the it was not bad. It wasn't bad. My food was good, but everything else. Actually, no, the food was pretty good. I'm not gonna go. It was good. The wine was expensive. That was annoying. I don't like paying $13 for a glass of anything, but rosé. Like you can get a bottle for less than that. You know, that always bothers me. Just give me a good $6 house wine. That needs to be a thing. Anyway, so let's go on to the actual movie, the real cinema. Okay, movies that are actually, intellectual. So we were so excited, right? And then also, so we went to the lunch before, and had some drinks. And then my friends, they had these Barbie Capri Sun pouches kind of things, like refillable. So they had made some drinks, and then put them in the pouches. And they also brought a couple of bottles of champagne, like mini ones. And so I had my little Barbie Capri Sun, and so it was just fun. Like, we're all sitting there, and everybody in the theaters got their pink on. Everybody's the energy. Everybody's so excited. Now I got this Barbie drink in this Barbie pouch. Like, bitch, it was. So the movie starts, and I'm already obsessed. I'm already obsessed. So the movie was. It was great. I loved it. I thought, as I hoped, it was funny. And it was like, I laughed out loud multiple times funny. So that was great. It was hilarious. I love Issa Rae. And so everything she does to me is hilarious. And so she was just, the movie was funny. It was fun. It was, I'm trying to figure out the order I want to go in. I thought it was funny how, I loved the commitment to Barbieism, like when they were in Barbie Land, like how she turned on the shower but didn't run, and she will drink from the cup but nothing was coming out, and how she would just float down to the bottom, and how the waves were plastic, and when he hurt himself in a little hospital thing was that was funny. And then I liked the music. The music was good. And so I love the message. I love that, she goes up there. I didn't really catch it at first. I'm okay, the Barbie Land is excellent. And then when she got to the real world, Earth, and she was so confused, why women weren't doing these things, and why. And why, there were so many men and how they were rude, and then she was oh my god, wait, they run this place. And so it was okay, there it is. I was waiting to see what the message was going to be, the theme of the movie, as we say. So I loved it. I loved how they laid it all out. I loved America Ferrera's speeches. I thought that was really, 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 really well said. And so I loved that aspect of it. I love that, okay, this is what it's about. There was a lot of you could tell things here and there that they were sneaking in as jokes, or little one-liners that were either a joke on society, or some BS that they're calling out. And so that was cool. I liked that. I liked that the narrator, I liked that she I like that the writers actually acknowledge the fact that Margot Robbie looks the same. When she was oh, I'm so ugly, and I'm ugly. I'm glad that she was girl, or they were girl, this is not a great person to portray this. Cause I'm you look gorgeous still. So I also love the Lizzo song. I'm assuming it's Lizzo. In the morning, in the beginning of the movie, and how it was a narration pretty much of what was going on. That was hilarious to me. So it was funny that they initially arrived to Venice, which I'm okay, this is gonna be a hoot. And then I remembered like there were like pictures of them out at Venice like skating, like months or a year or so ago. And that's like, oh my god, this movie's like actually happening. There's no way. Like that's back when I thought it was gonna be dumb. So yeah, they were in Venice, and that was funny. And then they get to, I think I think he went to Century City, and it was fun because we were watching it at Century City. So I was like, okay, that's funny. And then when they got to the school, these 3 girls in the back, or I don't know how many, but there was like a girl in the back with her friends, and she was like, "Oh my god, we go there!" And so that was funny. So everybody laughed because like they went to the school that was in the movie. And so I thought, sorry, I'm like, my insides, my god. I loved the movie. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was very fun to watch. I thought everybody was very attractive, which was also fun to watch. I think that might have been, I meant to look it up before I recorded this, but I think that might have been the first time. Oh, sorry about that. God damn. I think that might have been the first Margot Robbie movie I've ever seen. Because I always think that she's like in Gold Girl, but I'm like, she's not, right? Come over here, girl. Stop. Stop. Looking now. Let's see. Using Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen some of that, and I believe she was in that and Nude, but I didn't watch much of it. The rest of this. Wait, no, I did see her in I, Tonya. That was good. Yeah, okay. Because like I could remember, like, I say that the point is she was really good. She was really, really good, and I didn't notice that she was like such a good actress. I mean, I had assumed since she landed the role, obviously, that she was an excellent actress. I was just excited to see because I haven't really seen her in anything, but I forgot she was in I, Tonya. She was Tonya. So I thought that was great. I thought all the actors and actresses did excellent. Like the music, it was funny. His what was it? His Mojo Dojo Casa House and the fucking horses. God, it was funny. It was so random. I loved it. And it was so like true because like, oh, that was fun. I think I'm gonna have to cut it there because I'm sweating and I keep yawning and my dum-dum hurts and I can't remember what I've said and what I want to say. So more of the story is Oppenheimer, it was good. I would give it a good 7.5. Probably an 8.5 if you love, war. And then Barbie, I would give a smooth 8.7. Yeah. I loved it. Like I said, the actual storyline, the theme, the jokes, the cast, the commitment to the Barbie theme, it was just like colorful and fun. It was like a mess, but smart. What I'm trying to say, like it was like outlandish, but real at the same time. It was fun. I wanted to go to movies and I had fun, and I had fun time. So thank you, Miss Gerwig. Okay, it's next to my wig. That was a good movie. So yeah, that was my Monday. Also, first of all, if you made it this far, God bless you. But if you listen to my videos and you have an ASMR channel, please comment and let me know. I'm always looking for new suggestions, and so it would be great if some of those suggestions came from me personally. So again, if you make ASMR, bitch, sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. if you make ASMR,